Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing Mages and Vikings version 1.4 update. Now for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with this mod list, it is hosted on Wabbajack and it is a pretty sizable mod list. It is close to roughly 3,000 mods, and the total installation size is about 320 gigabytes. So this is a very big mod list. This one includes visuals as well as gameplay and mechanics changes from what I can tell, different quests, and it also seems like it's a pretty unique mod list in terms of kind of giving you some choices in the world, kind of like that Mass Effect kind of feel where if you do one thing, something will happen versus like saying something else will happen. So anyway, let's get into some gameplay. And just so you guys know the structure of my videos, I do a little bit of visual tests at the beginning of the game, some combat and mechanics, and then we get into a performance test of the mod list. All right, so here we are on the character creation. Typically don't go too crazy making a character. I just pick a Kashyyyk and call it good. This will be the Viking Kitty. Perfect. Okay, so this has the alternate start. Okay, one thing we do want to wait though is to make sure that all of our MCMs and every single mod loads in. You can see that they're loading in the top left. And one thing I forgot to mention is to find this mod in Wabbajack, it's another instance where you have to check the box where it says not featured or non-featured. For some reason, some mod lists only show up if they're under that checkbox of the non-featured ones. All right, so now our MCMs are loaded in. Go ahead and talk to our statue here.
New life shall begin.
We'll just do a standard patron at a local inn, and we'll go straight into Riverwood. Sleeping Giant.
Even the lowest among us can rise to greatness.
Uh-huh. Okay. Go ahead and sleep in our bed.
Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
So I started out in a bedroom. Interesting. Let's see. Clothes, boots. I just got a water skin. What was that? Oh, sun helm. Okay. Then one of the mods that's for survival. We might end up disabling that. We'll see. Okay, so man, we really don't have anything here. So here's your Sleeping Giant Inn.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Here's your fires.
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all.
It looks pretty good. And these have like kind of the wood planks in here. I think that looks awesome, actually. A lot of times I see like stone floors in this building, but I think these wood planks fit really well with this inn here. Yeah, this looks awesome. All right, let's go check out outside. All right, Riverwood is discovered. Go ahead and clear up the day. Let's see what 12 o'clock looks like here.
You're not serious.
Whoa. I think my magicka and my stamina bar just went down. Why did that go down when I waited? It went from 100 to 90 after I waited for 3. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Let's do a test here. Let's just wait a whole. Cycle.
And what would you rather do?
Okay. Went down to 50. Okay, that could be a problem. Let's see here. I'm assuming it has something to do with survival mode. Let's see. Gameplay. Okay, so survival mode's not showing up, so it's probably that Sunhelm mod. Go into that real quick. Sun helm, general settings. Okay. Let's just see what happens if we disable it real quick. Okay. Wait for the MCM to reload in, and there we go. Okay, now we have our stamina and our magic back. That way we aren't going to be penalized for waiting. That's a weird one. I've never seen that before. So essentially, if you wait, you get penalized. Very interesting. So anyway, this is your Riverwood. This is a pretty cool looking Riverwood. Alright, we've got the standard Skyrim music, which is good because I had an issue with my last mod list that I reviewed, where some of that music that I was talking about seemed to be, ended up being copyrighted. So I had to make some edits, which kind of messed with my voiceover, but we essentially had to erase the music from that mod list. So moving forward, I might just have to disable any third-party soundtracks if there are any, but it is what it is. So okay, this is from that bridge looking over to Riverwood. Yeah, this is definitely unique compared to many mod lists I've reviewed prior. If you guys are interested, I've got a full playlist of all the mod lists that I've reviewed in the past. Like, I've never seen anything like this. This is cool. Solid. What is this, like a lighthouse? A mill? Like a farm type thing. Oh, can we go inside? Nope. Just decorative. Alright, cool. Yeah, all of this right here is new. Very unique. Yeah, so far I'm really liking how this Riverwood's put together. Riverwood is by far my favorite town in Skyrim. If you guys haven't figured that out by now. Okay, you got the photorealistic roads that are in something like Lorim. Come around the corner. Whoa. Wait, are those... Does that need to be loaded? Oh, I thought it needed to be loaded. No, those are just like... Floating? Is that a hot air balloon? Whoa. That I have never seen. Can I get to... I wonder if I can get to those islands. That's like Zelda. What's that last Zelda game? The Tears of the Kingdom with the floating islands? Wow, this is cool. Yeah, this has some really solid assets. Could be a problem, though. It didn't start me out with any weaponry. So, I'll put my fist away for now. Okay, there we go. I wonder if you can get up to those. Uh-oh. Oh. That could be a problem. We're gonna have to fist fight this wolf. Okay. This is not good. Let's see here. It's a mages. Oh yeah, okay. It says mages and Vikings, so they start you off with some magic. I thought I read that somewhere. Oh, and it also has that thing where the menu, it doesn't pause the game when you're in menu. Okay, well, at least we have some basic spells here. Yeah. There we go, got him. I guess we'll play a magic character for this one. Put my hands away. I guess it doesn't put them away when I'm running, though. Alright, oh, there's a bunch of different islands. Not just this one. There's one here. I wonder if you can get to those. Okay. This is unique. This is cool, though. I'm really feeling this one. Like, you know, a lot of mod lists are all fairly similar. They all kind of include a lot of the same visual assets and the roads. Like, this is a pretty standard road right here. But I've never seen hot air balloons in Skyrim. That is very, very unique. So we're going in a little differently this time because, well, I got distracted by the floating islands. All right. So we are just kind of running into Whiterun at this point. We'll walk there manually this time, and then later on in the video, I'll show all map markers, and we'll kind of jump around and check some things out. Get him! That's right. Oh, I wonder if the vanilla quest is in place.
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent chief.
She's on fire? I'm sorry. I think I lit you on fire.
An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors.
Oh, that was good.
Brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
This is a little different, I think. You know what? Let's join him this time.
You'll have to
I
talk to
never
Kyle
join him.
Up in your Vaskar. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Okay.
By Eastmere, it's true.
Alright. So here we are coming up on Whiterun, the castle here. Solid. Cool. Yeah, this is different. And I really enjoy a mod list that is unique. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of them are have a lot of influence off of each other. And I think that's more so the fact that there's only so many mods out there. Obviously, there's thousands and thousands of mods for Skyrim, but there's the ones that people just use super often, you know, like the ones that are like the mainstays.
We'll pay whatever it takes.
This is cool. I like these roads.
More swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Different, I think, that I've seen as well.
That size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask
Oh,
me
my
to
health
train
is not replenishing. I didn't even notice that. I only have 166 gold. I wonder if it's one of those situations where I need to sleep to replenish it.
Excuse me.
Let's brighten it up. Change the weather. All right, here we go. Got a sun's out kind of day. This is cool. Yeah, I like this a lot. This is very nice. Yeah, this is, I mean, all these roads and everything are very unique. I've never seen anything like it. All right, let's go up to the keep. I don't think any of your vanilla mods are in place, well, except for that one with the giant, I guess. But they didn't ask me about the dragon or anything when I came into town, which is a pretty good indicator that your standard vanilla quests are replaced. Same thing here. This, where is she? This one here. They'll normally track me down if the vanilla quests are in place. She did not do that this time. Wow, what is she wearing? What is this outfit? Nice.
Think very carefully about your next move.
Oh, she's feisty too.
Balgrup and I share a battle bond. We met as youths and forged our friendship.
A
in the
battle
fires of
bond?
war. When he became Jarl, I insisted on serving as his protector. He had no cause to argue.
He's got good taste.
You are curious.
He's
Almost
got good
dangerously
taste.
So.
All right,
Azura bless you.
let's talk to the Jarl.
You should be talking to my steward.
I already did.
If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt.
So this is different. I mean, sometimes they like, if the NPC, the Jarl, is like busy, he'll tell you, I'm busy, why are you talking to me? So at least they allow you to talk to him in this case. It didn't activate any quests, though. And man, my health is still down to 41 out of 100. I'm gonna have to figure that out. All right, let's go to Arcadia's, grab a potion, and then we'll jump around the map a little bit here. Oh, little stutter, a little load in there. Like I said, we'll do performance testing later on in the video. I do like when they just keep the original music, which seems to be the case here. Well, mostly it seems like. Hopefully I don't have any issues like I did last time. Okay, different Arcadia.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles?
You notice she always tells you you're sick? I think she's a scammer. All right, looks like I only I have enough money for one of these. We might have to spawn in some gold.
Come back anytime if you need a
I also don't have a sword yet. I'm literally just have those magic spells, which is strange. Normally they start you out with at least a sword or a dagger or something. All right, let's take our potion and then we, oh. Whoa, was he bending over? I think he might have been like holding a wound or something. All right. Since we disabled that sun helm mod, we should be able to jump around. Go check out this farm.
Everything's in order.
Everything's in order? What? What? Why did that guy talk to me like I'm his boss? This is cool. Wow, that looks so good. Oh, with the pine trees? You guys know I'm a sucker for these pine trees. Wow, this looks really good. I'm really liking this. This is solid. What's up, lady?
Always use help picking crops if you need a few extra coins.
I do only have 82 gold, but we're not going to be picking crops right now. This is cool. All right, let's do a night test. I do like to do a night test through here because there's not as many lights, so I can kind of tell if the EMB is too dark. Okay, so like your standard Skyrim, where the night could be darker, but at least it's not so dark. Like some EMBs, they change the settings to the point where it's so dark, like you literally can't even see where you're going. But now this is solid. Oh, that's a cool skyscape. Dang. Let's try some. Let's see if we can get another one. It's almost the same one. Okay. That's a cool one, though. I haven't seen that before. Yeah, and also the skyscapes definitely affect the lighting. So if you have different auras in the sky and whatnot, it could actually make this area green, which is what I was trying to change. Let's try this just one more time. Okay, there we go. So here's a different skyscape. Dang, that's a really cool one. That is vivid. Woo! Dang. Okay, and see what I mean here? So I was saying sometimes it makes it like green. In this case, this skyscape makes it like red. Which, you know, I don't have a problem with that. I like that. Now let's do a 3 a.m. test. Sometimes it will get a little darker depending on time of night. It looks like in this case it's the same. Alright, so let's go ahead and run into Solitude here. Brighten up the day again. That was weird, that guard. It's like, everything's in order. Like, I felt like I was like part of the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, your health does not regenerate, so just keep that in mind. If you take damage, you have to find a way to heal, or I'll probably have to eat like an apple. Actually, I do think it added... Yeah, I've got a green apple. We can grab one of those. Eat that a little slower. That didn't even change my health. What? Why do I even have green apples? Okay, whatever. a lot of, what is that, like, volumetric fog or bloom? That is intense. See if we can clear that up a little bit. There we go. Okay. That's better. This is cool. It's cool solitude. Hey. The fuck? Wait, what? What is she wearing?
Sorry, I need to pay attention so I can remember this.
Oh, you don't want to talk? What the? Why is she wearing this? That is there a brothel around here? All right, cool. Yeah, this is solid. I like this one. There's been some solitudes I've gone through, like have like these bright red roofs. Can't remember which mod list that was. I think it was RO. That was not a good look for solitude. Yeah, this is cool though. These roads work really well actually through here. Is that a purple tree? Is that supposed to be like that? I think so. Sometimes when you see purple assets, it means it hasn't loaded in correctly. However, I think that is supposed to be like that. Check out the interior. Keep. Whoa. It's like a broom out of like Harry Potter. Is this how you get up to those islands? I want to take it. Okay, I don't think you can take the broom. It's a bummer. Thought we could like fly. I was like, that'd be pretty cool. Whoa, I haven't been back here before. Yo, okay, this is where the chefs are at. Who are these people? They're just like eating.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up. Please don't interrupt the court.
She's busy.
I swear to you.
There's another walking broomstick up here. Okay, what? I don't know, that's weird. It's a bummer you can't interact with the broomsticks. Okay, that's cool. There's another one. What is going on up here? It looks like I can talk to it, but then when I try to press E to talk to it, nothing happens. Hello? Oh shit, I just stole something. Okay, good thing no one saw that. Let's get the hell out of here.
Thank you, young Ellison. What about the cave?
Dawnstar. One of my favorite areas with snow. Oh, this is cool. Whoa, that's a lot of birds. Why are there so many birds? There's another odd air. Are these just decorative, or can we actually get in those? Flames and healing. I just noticed it looks like I have additional slots. Maybe not. Maybe that's just magic, and then the other slots are... Well, let me grab one of these. Hotbar dual casting. Okay. Is that just a hotbar dual casting? I don't even know what that means. But it did put it in one of those slots there. I think that's like a persistent one, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's put our magic away for now. Check out this Dawnstar. I like these houses with the wood. Looks cool. More birds. Hot air balloons. What the heck's going on here? Alright, so we figured out the magic. What about the Vikings? Is that just the name of the mod list? Or are there Vikings around here? Do you guys know? What's up, dude? Are you a Viking?
Looking to hire a boat?
Sure.
Where are you headed?
Oh, do I have money? Never mind.
All right.
The only two places you can go. Cool water. I like this water. Whoa, what is that? Is that a dinosaur? Just a washed up, like, fossil? I'm trying to, like, swim faster. It's not letting me. Oh. Think we can take on a walrus? Ooh, maybe not. Man, I really need more magic. Okay, let's just get out of here. All right, now really cool. I like this Dawn Star. It looks solid. All right, let's go check out Riften. Okay, nighttime Riften. Think this guy will stop me? Yep. So some of the quests are in place. Like this is obviously a vanilla quest.
Don't say
Intimidate him.
Blackbriar's. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for him. I'll be at the docks if you change your mind.
Thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
Okay, he's at the docks, so we can join
I'm
this
really
Thieves
getting
Guild.
tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
Little fan service on this one.
How was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quiet.
This is cool. Yeah, and it seems like it's performing pretty well. We'll do the performance test right after we check out some areas in Riften here. Like to check out the water. Let's go ahead and parkour. Oh, that was actually cool. It looks like it has that mod where you can boost yourself up if you're on like a ledge. Essentially, you can catch yourself, like you can climb. I think it's like a climbing mod. All right, let's clear this up. And I know, guys, I'm doing this a slow way. I know I can use console commands. Okay, wow, very foggy, green water.
Trees. They're beautiful here.
Trees.
Reminds me of autumn at home.
That's how you approach a random person. Just go, trees. Okay, there we go. We cleared up the fog. Okay, so it's like a murky green water. That's pretty cool, actually. I like it. Does it have the dual layer? Oh, it does. Looks like it has like the double layer Riften mod in place. Whoa. That's some like flashes there. That's kind of weird. This is cool. Yeah, all these areas are pretty well put together. Like, a lot of times I'll go somewhere and I'll be like, yeah, I like this area, but I'm not a big fan of this area. So far, this mod list, I haven't really run into anywhere where I'm like, that looks horrible. Or not horrible, but just not my taste. Ian Barb, this is a pretty cool one. This looks pretty standard to what I've seen prior. There's the fan service Sapphire. Think she's gonna be nice this time?
What's your problem?
Nope. Not nice this time. But she's got some nice other stuff. Right? What? Did you paint your face? What is this? Oh yeah, see like that shining thing? So that like tells you that you can jump up on something. I'm pretty sure it's like a step up thing. It like tells you can step up or climb up. So it's like a climb up mod. So see if I do that, it just climbs up on top of the table. Now she's staring at me from a weird angle.
If you've got the coin, you're welcome here. Otherwise, hit the road.
She's like, get out.
Come back and see us again.
You have how many coins? 40? Get out. Yeah, the fires are cool in this one. They look pretty realistic. One of my gripes with Nulvis is I think the fires are like too orange or red. Because typically your fire is like orange, but it's like a yellowish orange, you know? And actually, I want to check out one more place here. Go to Markarth. A lot of times, Markarth changes pretty drastically just because it's a pretty unique city. So I'm curious what it looks like. Whoa, this is cool. Oh, this is sick. The mossy roads? Dang. Guards are wearing like gold. I mean, that totally fits for this city. Wow, this is cool. Yeah, this is a unique mod list, but I really like the different setups of every city they put together.
Trade with me, and you won't be disappointed. Satisfaction guaranteed.
Got something to sell?
Waiting for that encounter, but it may not happen here. Sometimes it's delayed. Late. All right, let's go check out some of the other areas. Wow, it's cool. This fits the mossy roads because it's like a mountainous area. Like the moss on the rocks makes a lot of sense. Gold windmill, that's cool. I always like this one.
Tacitus, what is this?
I love how green this is. It looks really cool. And of course, it's not Mages and Vikings without a hot air balloon. Alright, and moving on to some of the combat. We're going to do some real quick combat, check out what that's like. But really quick like, this is what your Daedric armor looks like. I spawned in the Dawnbreaker as well as a Daedric sword, one of my favorite builds, and then the Daedric armor, which is my favorite armor. And this is different than I've seen. Actually never seen this armor set before, so it's unique for sure. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on with some of the combat. Whoa! I didn't realize. So if I do a jump twice, it does like a double jump. Like almost like, or like acrobatic jump. Wait, if I jump, yeah, it like does like a double jump. Well, that's cool. All right, this guy friendly? Oh, that is not a guy. Oh, I thought this was like a hostile area. Guess not. Okay, interesting. Well, that goes into some of the mechanics. So you've got yourself like a double jump. Actually, I think there's like a slide thing going on too. Hold on. I thought I would slide a little bit. Okay, here's a wolf. Okay. So it seems like it has the one mod where it slows things down when you do like the kill. So that just happened right there. And actually we have not checked out the blood graphics yet. Wow, that looks cool, man. That's really solid blood graphics. Oh, okay. Here's another one. We'll do it this time in first person mode. There you go. Kill cam effect. Oh, and it also has the beheading mod, as you can see here. And more blood graphics. Pretty cool. Oh, and then looks like this one got charred because I have like the Dawnbreaker sword. Another thing I noticed, for some reason, I have to hit the F key to pull in and out. I can't just use my scroll wheel to go all the way in to first person mode. So let's see. Let's go up somewhere else real quick and see if we can... That double jump is really cool. I like that a lot. That is also very unique. The whole thing, the whole premise with this mod list is it's just unique, you know? Alright, I know there's something over here. Come on. Oh, here's that mine. What are they doing? She's still just chopping wood. I'm attacking her. What up? Got him. Easy pickings. And another thing that has to do with the mechanics is it has the climbing mod. So if you have like a surface like this and you just jump, and you jump fast enough, you can kind of see like there's like a blue thing that's going on. See that blue light that tells you that you can climb up there. So if I do this correctly, there we go. If you jump up, they'll actually end up climbing if you can hit an area. So it makes traversing just so much nicer. And, you know, I wasn't going to do this, but, you know, we might as well. I got to see if we can get one of these islands. Oh, first we got to kill this wolf, though. Okay. Oh, interesting. So I ended up clicking on some of my side buttons on my mouse, and that activated a few of the power attacks. That one's like a spin move. Man, what's up with this wolf? Why is he so powerful? Alright, there we go. Got him. So, alright, let's see if we can do this. Let's see, what are those commands? TGM. EFM? No. Okay, I had to go look it up. TFC. Oh, okay. This is the fly cam. But I did want to kind of get up here and look. So, you know, it doesn't really look... Okay, yeah, it looks like these are kind of untextured areas. So they're just meant to be looked at from the ground. So it doesn't look like you're actually meant to go up here. So I just essentially enabled a fly cam. There's a bunch of them, but let's just check out one more. Yeah, so I don't think these islands are really meant to get up to. But I think they're purely just aesthetics from what I can tell. About the hot air balloon. Hop on in. Alright, so I think that's pretty much the gist of it. We'll check out one more here. Yeah, I don't think these are really meant to go up to, like, you know, in Zelda. Probably just go right through it too, yeah. Alright, so moving on to the performance test here. For those of you guys that are not familiar with my videos, I always put a performance overlay in the top left corner so you guys can see what's going on with my system. I do have a pretty beefy system. It is a 4080 Super graphics card. The CPU is a 9800 X3D that I just upgraded to. And I run these with 32 gigs of RAM at 4K resolution to push my system to the absolute max because I can't help myself. So anyway, here we are in Riverwood, and right now we're getting anywhere from 50 to about 55 FPS. This is pretty standard for most mod lists, say like Lorim or Novus, but this is a pretty heavy-duty mod list when it comes to the visuals. So we are barely even maintaining 50 sometimes going through here. And I like to look right over this bridge to get an idea of some of the performance. This is kind of like one of my benchmarks, you know, when I'm in Riverwood. So 47 FPS looking into the town. Not amazing, but not the worst I've seen either. So looking away, I would expect to be a little higher. So yeah, about 60 FPS. And I did end up disabling my FPS cap. So if I look at the sky here, I'm getting about 120, which makes sense because you're not looking at anything visual, but that is just so we can fully test the system to its absolute limits when we are in areas that benefit from having higher frame rate, such as interiors and whatnot. So, okay, quick fire, take out a wolf. Man, I really need some more magic with this build. Got him. Alright, so coming up through here, we actually haven't come through here yet. I used to go through here typically, but I got distracted this time because of the floating islands and the blimps. But yeah, this is coming up over the hill to Whiterun. Wow, there's a bunch of those islands over on this side. So anyway, this is running down through here, and oh wow, I've actually never seen that before. For a half second, I'm gonna see if I can get that to load in again, because my VRAM went down immediately after that. It must have purged, but it hit 5.9 gigabytes, and that's pretty crazy because my system has a maximum of 16. I've never seen the VRAM actually go that high or use that much of the VRAM. And that right now is actually the limiting factor with my system is the VRAM. Like if I had a little more VRAM, thank you NVIDIA, I probably could actually run these at a solid 60 FPS. But as you can see going through here, like the grassy areas in this farm, we were dropping into the 40s. And in fact, we might as well just do our grass test right now since we're over here. So if I run through this grassy area, we're getting about 50 FPS, 52, 56, somewhere in that range. And it looks like we had a little pop in there. Man, there's a ton of these islands. If you guys are more familiar with this mod list, you need to let me know if I can get to these. Like, that'd be pretty cool if you could. But yeah, as I expected, about like 40. Okay, now we're going to the 40s to like 50s area because of the grass. Oh, this is different. This is cool. Different giant camp area. And that's typically one of the biggest performance impacts is grass mods. But this isn't too bad. Like I think the worst I've ever seen was like 35 FPS going through like the grassy areas. It's a cool giant camp. Oh, whoa. What? Were they just taking out a crab? One single crab. Oh, uh-oh. We gotta get out of here. I don't think they're coming for me, but it shows that there's a bunch of enemies. Oh yeah, they are. All right, let's go. Let's go. We can barely kill a wolf right now with the stock spells that they gave us, let alone like 4 giants and a mammoth. Okay, I think they stopped chasing me. Yeah, they did. So anyway, 50 FPS going through here. Looks like we had a little performance dip there. Kind of cool. Yeah, I'm still pretty awed by the visuals in this mod list. Like, it is a really cool looking mod list. Alright, let's head into Whiterun. Be really lazy here and just fast travel in. What is going on with this guy? Or lady, I mean. What are you doing, Lydia? He's like up here. She probably fell in from the sky. Alright, so here we are in Whiterun. It's an overcast day and about 55 FPS. I like to look at this building here to get a benchmark. So if I line up the bottom of the building and I look at it like this, get about 70 FPS. Now this is an overcast day, so it could change a little bit. I'm not going to change the weather here. But typically, with some other mod lists that I've seen, such as NGVO, we can break 100. So that just kind of tells you like how many visual mods are in place and also how efficient the mod list is.
I'm sorry I asked.
So if I look down this way here, this is another benchmark that I like to look at. Getting about 68 FPS. And to put it in comparison, I think something like Skyrim 3.0, for example, we get like 75. So this one is lower than some of the other mod lists I've seen, but it's not horrible because, you know, the key goal here is that we're trying to hit 60 FPS, which we're getting pretty close in most areas. Go ahead and check out like an interior. Go into this temple. Mix things up a little bit. We already saw Arcadia's. Okay, so here we are in this temple. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's solid. But yeah, as I expected, getting about 70 to 80 FPS. And that'll be typical in any interior. Like if I go and just look at this wall like this, or like, I guess like this, we can almost break 100 here. It's a cool building.
Make it stop.
And just to keep things consistent, let's just clear up the day real quick. Just to see if the performance changes at all when it's not overcast. Alright, so here it is, sunny outside. And I think it's about the same. We're getting about like, I guess a little higher. So maybe about 60 to 65. Look at our benchmark again. Yeah, it's about the same. So even if it's sunny outside or overcast, you're going to get about the same performance. Now, if it's raining, you probably will see a small performance impact, but it shouldn't be too crazy. Yeah, running back to the entrance here, now we're getting like about like 57 to 60 FPS. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. If you guys have any other mod lists that you would like me to review, let me know down below in the comments. I'm working on a video for Oblivion Remastered to try to change the graphics in that game, so stay tuned for that. And if any of this content interests you, consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day.